first in the Coachella Valley. You're watching KMIR-TV Palm Springs, where the news comes first. KMIR News starts now.
Good evening. This is KMIR News at 5, also streaming live on KMIR.com. I'm Thalia Hayden. Well, this is a November to remember here on KMIR, where we are visiting all 9 cities of the Coachella Valley. So let's check in right now with Janet Zapala and Gino Lamont, who are in a beautiful section of La Quinta tonight. Hi, guys.
Hi, Thalia. Yeah, we are here at La Quinta Resort as we kick off our 8th stop on our November to Remember tour.
Can you believe it? 8 stops already we've done?
This is amazing.
Where does the time go?
And it's kind of a twofer for you tonight because we're not only obviously stopping in La Quinta, but we're also kicking off our holiday spectacular over the next several weeks.
What gave you that idea?
Well, it could be the handsome sweaters that one of us is wearing.
Possibly the carolers.
We had carolers
Maybe
with us
Santa.
tonight. We got the desert carolers with us. Also, of course, because this is La Quinta Resort, we're going to talk about Frank Capra and It's a Wonderful Life, which he worked on here in his special bungalow. So we're going to tell you about that. We're going to show the movie for the next 2 hours. You'll be able to see
one of the best movies ever made.
You'll be able to see It's a Wonderful Life. We're going to roast chestnuts for you today.
What else?
Then at the end of our 6 o'clock half hour, we're going to light the 50-foot Christmas tree here at La Quinta Resort. So lots in store for the next 2 hours.
And we can't do without Santa, who's right here as well. Hey there.
This is Santa on vacation.
Merry Christmas, Janet and Gino.
Merry Christmas, Santa. Santa's going to be with us. He's here. If you wanted to get your picture taken, we've got our photo booth here. You get your picture taken with Santa.
Yeah, lots of great prizes. Come on out. This is the second to the last one, so if you don't come out, you may miss out. We want to see you.
All right, we'll send it back now to Thalia with your headlines. We'll be back here in just a couple of minutes from La Quinta Resort.
All right, and Gino, you are going to have to tell me where to get one of those sweaters. Topping the news tonight, Thanksgiving is just a couple days away, and that means people will be traveling to visit family. KMIR's Kitty Alvarado joins us right now with a few tips from the California Highway Patrol to make sure you make it to your destination safe and sound. Kitty.
Well, Thalia, that's right. 42 million Americans are expected to take a road trip this Thanksgiving holiday, and that's almost up 1% from last year, making it the 7th year in a row. Travel is up, according to AAA. It's one of the busiest travel holidays of the year, the busiest day being on Wednesday. That's why the California Highway Patrol is asking drivers to start planning for their road trips before they get on the roads for those long trips. They want drivers to check things like their car's tire pressure, fluids, and pack snacks, drinks, and emergency items in case you get stuck in your car for a while. That's great advice because AAA expects to rescue more than 360,000 motorists this Thanksgiving, and you do not want to be one of them. But CHP says more drivers equals more risk, so pay attention and slow down on the roads.
Of course, avoid any distractions, anything cell phone related. Just make sure that you pay attention, focus 100% of your attention on driving this weekend. Because there's so many people, there's an inherent risk for more traffic collisions. So we just want to keep everybody safe out there.
The CHP also says tomorrow starts their maximum enforcement period, so more officers will be on the lookout for impaired drivers. Now, a bit of good news for you traveling by car. The price of gasoline is at the lowest since 2008, so that's one thing to be thankful for. But again, slow down, don't drink and drive, and no distraction is worth your life. Reporting live from Rancho Mirage, Kitty Alvarado, KMIR News.
Tips there, Kitty Alvarado. Thank you very much, and we'll see you back at 6. A new bridge should make it easier and safer to get around Coachella. The bridge carrying Avenue 52 over Grapefruit Boulevard and railroad tracks is now open. It was built following a series of deadly collisions between cars and trains at the crossing. More than 50 trains travel along those tracks each day. A judge has ordered the suspect in an animal abuse case to undergo a psychological evaluation. Efren Martinez is accused of beating a 3-year-old dog to death with a shovel. He now faces felony animal cruelty charges, but a judge put those charges on hold today until a psychiatrist determines if Martinez is fit to stand trial. He is due back in court on January 5th.
Stand by.
And now we are going to head out to Janet and Gino for November to Remember. or
Okay,
Jacob.
Santa, so have I been nice or naughty this
Oh,
week?
absolutely.
So I'm on your good list?
Oh, yes.
I think I would like a new car.
Oh, not a problem.
Okay, you can do that for me?
Not a
Maybe
problem.
red?
Oh, sure.
Okay, you heard it from
That's
the man himself.
Santa's favorite color is red.
Oh, yeah, and when I look nice in red?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, it is convertible weather, so maybe you could get me a convertible too?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Because it doesn't rain here in the desert.
It doesn't, but it may tonight. We do have a slight chance at some precipitation tonight. You saw some of the clouds overhead today, and we actually have a wind advisory you need to hear about as well tonight. I am calling for a slight chance at sprinkles. Take a look at the overnight forecast. We're dropping down into the 40s, all because of this impending storm headed our direction. Look for north winds to about 15 miles an hour. So yes, the way to describe the weather tonight, overnight it's going to be unsettled. We've got this storm that's been approaching from the northwest all week long. You're going to see and feel the difference in the next 24 hours. I'd say, Gino, it's almost sweater weather, wouldn't you say?
It is absolutely
It's
sweater weather,
right?
especially very, very handsome sweater weather.
Well,
like 2 of the 3 of us decided to wear today.
Two of the 3. Wait, there's 1,
There's
2. The third one didn't wear her sweater
yeah,
today?
she says she has one, but chose not to wear it. I don't know why you wouldn't wear a festive sweater like this. I mean, it's reindeer.
I know.
How's
You've
that
got the
not fun?
handsome sweater. I've got the ugly sweater, but
That's
it's
right.
kind of a tradition, right?
It is absolutely a tradition. We got lots more coming up from La Quinta Resort, including the Desert Carolers, and we'll take a look back at Frank Capra and the work he did on It's a Wonderful Life right here at La Quinta Resort. All that and more coming up when the KMIR News at 5 continues.
You're watching KMIR News for Desert Hot Springs, La Quinta, and all of the Coachella Valley. KMIR News, where the news comes first.
The Coachella Valley has a new country radio station, the new 98.5 The Bull.
That's the way that we're doing it. 10 in a row new country and the greatest hits.
The Thunder Road.
The new 98.5 The Bull. It's back.
Nissan's holiday event, now with special Black Friday offers.
Choose Altima with 0% financing for up to 72 months, or get 0% APR for up to 60 months on road. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com.
For 30 years, we've delivered architects and developers finished carpentry, doors, and door hardware. Next level door and millwork. Our Indio showroom beats the big box stores with expert service, a huge selection from our 30,000 square foot warehouse, and prices to fit any budget. Next level door and millwork. Visit our showroom in North Indio, exit Jackson, for a comprehensive selection of doors, door hardware, and custom millwork. Expert design consultation is available. Next level door and millwork.
It's the perfect time to get the gift you've waited for all year. The CR-V with rear-view camera standard. Hurry in to the Happy Honda Day sales event, and you could get a great deal on the best-selling SUV in its class. Now at your Honda dealer.
Leeds & Son Fine Jewelers, your official Rolex jeweler, located on El Paseo in Palm Desert.
The Coachella Valley has a new country radio station, the new 98.5 The Bull.
10 in a row new country and the greatest hits.
The new 98.5 The Bull.
KMIR News is brought to you in part by General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Call the General.
Welcome back. I'm Gino Lamont in our 8th stop on our November to Remember tour, the city of La Quinta. And of course, we're at the La Quinta Resort. The great thing about the resort here in La Quinta is that it was established back in 1926, and it's got a long-running history with Hollywood and the very rich and famous who have come here since the very beginning. One of those was Frank Capra, the man who wrote, directed, and produced It's a Wonderful Life. Here's a look back at Frank Capra and his work here at La Quinta Resort. It was in this bungalow, the San Anselmo, one of the original 20 bungalows out here at La Quinta Resort, that Frank Capra worked on his legendary film from 1946, It's a Wonderful Life.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
How much do we really know about Frank Capra and what work he did here at La Quinta Resort?
We know that Frank Capra started out with great success with the screenplay for It Happened One Night, which he worked on here at the resort, and won his first Academy Award. So always after that, he considered it his Shangri-La of screenwriting, as he described it. So he came back here to this very suite to work on the screenplays that he wrote.
Now, he produced, directed, and was one of the screenwriters for It's a Wonderful Life. It was based on a book, but when he's coming out here, it's warm, it's sunny. How challenging do you suppose it was to write about something in the dead of a northeast winter?
That's a good question, because the climate in the movie is very different from the climate here. But I think for him, this was more about an inspirational place where his imagination could run free, where he could be completely relaxed and really get into his work and work undisturbed. And that really worked for him.
And the La Quinta Resort has really taken on the Bedford Falls sort of moniker for your holiday season. Tell me about working those two together.
Well, it's one of the great points about La Quinta Resort, especially for folks who come from a colder climate, that they can come here and enjoy the atmosphere of Christmas with the Bedford Falls feeling, but they don't have the more negative aspects of a cold winter climate to deal with. So they get to enjoy the climate that we have with the sort of atmosphere that Bedford Falls provides. And we also like to think that we have sort of that small town feel that is so resonant during the holidays, where people connect with other people and really get back in touch with some of the things that make this country great in small town America.
You said he was in this very same bungalow every time, and back then you had the 20 bungalows out here. Did he ever say what it was about the desert that made him so inspired?
Not that I'm aware of, but we know that he was inspired enough to come back here over and over. In fact, after he retired, he and his wife lived out here for a number of years, and they ended up buying a house, and he loved the resort so much that he wanted to work here. And so for a while, he was our greeter in the lobby, and he would greet guests when they arrived.
Good boy, Clarence.
And of course, you can see Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life Saturday night, December 5th, right here on KMIR. And of course, every night on the wall here at the La Quinta Resort in La Quinta. The Desert Carolers are going to take us to break. When we come back, Julie Bueller is going to talk about hiking trails that are available around the city. All that and more coming up on the KMIR News at 5 from La Quinta.
Coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News, the effort to dial back tensions after Turkey shoots down a Russian fighter jet near the Syrian border. Our Richard Engel is in Turkey and we'll have the latest. We'll get the list of the worst traffic bottlenecks in the country, and we have the story of how a viewer at home made a life-saving observation about a TV host she was watching. When we see you tonight.
Ever notice how some stations in town love to tell you how they'll help you understand the news? At KMIR News, we give you a little more credit than that. We know you understand the news. It's our job to cover the news of your day. Period. KMIR, where the news comes first.
Holland RV Centers offers the best selection on new and used RVs, like this 2015 Forest River Legacy Diesel Pusher for only $159,525. Top brands like Newmar, Forest River, Leisure Travel, and more. Holland RV Centers in Palm Desert off I-10 in Washington, or at hollandrvcenters.com.
Happy holidays. Barry Manilow is bringing his gift of love back to the Coachella Valley. 5 concerts benefiting 30 special charities. Gift of Love 3, December 8th, 9th, 11th, 12th, and 13th at the McCallum Theater. Celebrate the holidays and support 30 charities at the same time. Tickets start at just $25 and all the proceeds go to charity. Available now at the McCallum Theater box office and at McCallumtheater.com. Don't miss Barry Manilow at the McCallum Theater.
It's taken nearly 90 years to prepare for, and now that it's finally here, we need your undivided attention. The Black Friday Tax Blackout is going on now at Banner Mattress. Save 60% off Sealy Posturepedic, Serta, and Beauty Rest mattress sets. Queen sets now only $599. Save $900. Add an adjustable base for only $299. Plus get 60 months no interest financing, free delivery, and a tax blackout. Banner pays the sales tax. It's Black Friday now at Banner Mattress.
At Morongo, all those good times turn into great memories. Whether you're starting a hot streak on the casino floor or just hitting up TNT for some much-needed R&R. And hey, why stop at one night? With such sweet accommodations, the good times can last for days, and the memories last even longer. Morongo, good times and great stories.
For low-cost legal document preparation, including living trusts, wills, divorce, and incorporations, it's Legal Docs by me, powered by the founders of We the People. Fast, accurate document preparation.
Legal Docs by me. No lawyers, save money.
Holland RV Centers offers the best selection on new and used RVs and towables. Like this new 2016 Keystone Montana for only $92,410. Top brands like Newmar, Forest River, Leisure Travel, and more. Holland RV Centers in Palm Desert off I-10 in Washington or at HollandRVCenters.com.
KMIR News is brought to you in part by your local Desert Chevrolet dealers. Find new roads.
We are live at the historic La Quinta Resort in La Quinta, and I got to tell you, I think this is one of the most picturesque places in the entire Coachella Valley. It's got its own little ecosystem tucked back here in the La Quinta Cove. Sometimes you'll see stronger winds back here. You'll get rain back in the cove, and then it will be clear elsewhere. But the other thing that just makes this so majestic to me is your proximity to the mountains. It is just something you have to take in for yourself. In fact, right behind me, as you can see all the Hacienda Architecture Morgans, they have their fire pits out on a gorgeous night like tonight. Not a wind blowing, at least not yet. And as you make your way around the resort, you can see all just the amazing lighting. For me, just walking through here and taking in some of our desert's finest, from the craftsmanship to just the weather itself. This is definitely a place to remember in the Coachella Valley. But of course, I'm going to say the best part of the desert is the weather. So let's take a look. What do we have in store for us? A little bit of a storm. It's brewing off the coastline. Been tracking it all week long. I really think that about 95% of it is going to stay west of the valley. However, it's very unstable. That means wind will be the biggest concern for us. We do have a high wind advisory for areas west of the Coachella Valley. Tonight, I'm not looking for those winds to be upwards of maybe 15, 20 miles an hour. It's just a sign of things to come. And yes, moisture and cold air is a component of that. In fact, tomorrow morning, I've got temperatures at about 51 degrees in the morning, variable clouds by midday, and note the numbers. Temperatures have been in the 80s over the weekend, but instead we're seeing numbers to about 70 degrees to the east end of the valley, upper to mid 60s overhead. That is technically below the normal range, and it's also where we're going to stay through the weekend. Notice your overnights are also dropping into the 40s. We do have a 20% chance of some showers. So again, I think the best way to describe this weather, festive. It's good weather for just about anything, from roasting chestnuts, which we're going to be doing in the 6 o'clock hour in case you want some secrets and see how it's done by the professionals. We're going to show you that from the executive chef. You didn't even know that, right? I was going to say, are you a professional chestnut roaster? By about 6:22, I will be. Well, that sweatshirt certainly thinks, yes. Maybe you are. But you know, sometimes you just need to kick back and relax after a hike around the La Quinta Cove, and that's just another one of the things that makes the La Quinta the gem of the desert.
That's right. In fact, it was my assignment to find out what makes La Quinta the gem of the desert. And we all know that the Coachella Valley is known for its resorts, golf, and tennis, as is La Quinta. But if you want to know what makes this small city so special, you got to do what Jason Brooks does a lot of, and that's hike. In fact, I asked him to meet me at the top of the cove.
What's really beautiful about this area is climbing up into these Santa Rosa Mountains and looking down into the valley and just seeing how everything just lays out, and that history going back to really since 1926 when the La Quinta Resort was built, and how over a period of about 100 years this has just spanned out from here.
The La Quinta Cove, where the majestic Santa Rosa Mountains meet civilization. Just a few minutes removed from the shopping, day spas, and luxurious life of La Quinta, the Cove hosts hikers and bikers from around the world in search of nature. Sunset Magazine listed the La Quinta Cove hiking trails as the 5th best hike in the western United States. And part of that is thanks to the variety they offer. Whether you're an avid hiker, beginner, taking kids, or canines, or maybe even riding a bike, there's a trail that's right for you.
These beautiful mountain ranges through here are quite extraordinary. Right in the Sonoran Desert, and this kind of really truly captures the greatness of the Sonoran Desert.
Adding to the desert charm is the rich history of the Native Americans. The Desert Cahuilla Indians were the first known inhabitants of La Quinta and one of the few Native American peoples in the Southwest to dig wells for water, and multiple monuments are set up throughout the trails to honor them.
That mountain represents part of the tribe that was through here, the band of the Cahuilla Indians, and it's just a great piece of history knowing that the Native Americans were through here.
And while the Coachella Valley is home to more than 140 hiking trails, Brooks says there's just something special about the Cove.
And the way that the Santa Rosas kind of bleed down into the valley have more of an age to them. The canyons are more rugged. The shadows are, and the way that they contrast is quite lovely through here. And you can take a few steps out away from the city and you feel lost in nature. And that's a wonderful feeling to feel.
And of course, it is incredible to just take a few steps away from the La Quinta Resort and be surrounded by these immense mountains and the beautiful monuments to Native American history. And again, just a few steps out of La Quinta. It's quite a remarkable city, Ginger.
And we always have the weather for us, so that's something definitely to sing about. Coming up after the break, we're going to talk with the executive chef here at the La Quinta Resort. But right now, we want to share some more of the smooth sounds from the Desert Carolers. Take it away.
Christmas, just like the one. This is my news. Oh, NBC, KMIR News. Yeah, this is the place where the news comes first.
Ross has something special for you this weekend. Thousands of gifts at incredible savings. Ross is open Thanksgiving from 6 p.m. till midnight and reopening Friday at 7 a.m. till 11:30 p.m. with extended hours Saturday and Sunday.
The overture begins, and you're transported to that legendary place of Broadway showmanship and show-stopping tap numbers. Come and meet those dancing feet. 42nd Street, Broadway Song and Dance Extravaganza.
Come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway.
For tickets, call the box office or go online to McCallumtheater.com.
This is Black Friday.
Oh my God.
Does anybody want to be part of this?
No.
Well, Chevy has a better way with Black Friday deals all month long.
That's a great idea.
What if you could get up to 20% cash back when you bought it? Bam!
20% back? That's awesome.
It's Black Friday. Find your tag and get cash back for 20% of the MSRP on select 2015 vehicles in stock. Or get 0% financing for 72 months on 2015 Silverado light-duty models.
Visit your Desert Chevy dealers.
Over 80% of a child's brain is developed by the age of 3. By talking, reading, and singing, you help build connections in the brain that will affect your child's entire life. Building your baby's brain by verbal exercise doesn't require fancy toys or videos. Talking, reading, and singing are the tools you need. It's easy, it's something you can do every day, and it's free. Go to first5california.com to learn more. Talk, read, sing. It changes everything.
The Art Place presents your passport to art and design. 10 galleries with treasures from around the world. From home decor to fine art. Get your passport stamped at the Art Place in Palm Desert. The Art Place, your design destination.
My friends say I throw a great party. And you want to know my secret? I go to Ross. I get just what I need. The platters, the trays, the glasses, and I save a fortune on everything.
For entertaining, there's no place like Ross.
Welcome back. We're here at La Quinta Resort. We continue our November to Remember tour with executive chef Steven Strickland from the resort, who's going to talk about chestnuts.
Yeah, what are the holidays without roasted chestnuts, right?
Right.
Actually, more importantly, what are chestnuts?
Castagnas, as they say in Italian.
Very nice.
Yeah,
and these, we're serving imported chestnuts from Italy. So these are a nut. And they're more of a starch than they are a protein source, but they're great for the winter time as a tradition of something coming from the fall into the winter, sitting by the fire, warming up for the season.
Right.
Well,
and
they're in song. I mean, they sing about chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, they do. Now, is this something that would have come over with the Italians, or was this an American tradition? Tell me about the history of the chestnut.
I mean, through obviously the world of just people moving, immigration, things like that, but they are very popular in Europe. Obviously, they grow in the United States, but there isn't enough trees in the United States to support the demand, so importing is still a good way to go.
You can tell the difference between the raw ones that are all closed, and then you've roasted some for us tonight.
Yeah. Yes, these are the ones that are roasted, where you would actually peel and eat. And I have a chestnut knife there to show you how later on how we're going to...
That's right. At 6 o'clock, we're going to actually roast them, and we're going to eat them. But Janet, on a level of nutrition, where does the chestnut stack?
Well, I think most nuts are good. They have natural oils, and you should eat nuts pretty much every day, unless you're nuts enough.
Right.
And then maybe you can forego them.
All right. Chef Steven, thank you so much. So coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to go ahead and roast some chestnuts for you. We're going to be tasting them, and they're not really very nutty tasting, are they?
Well, they're an acquired taste, I think. I know my family, my mom and dad love them. I wasn't always so crazy about them, but now as I get a little older, I'm kind of liking them a little bit. But again, it's all about tradition and the holiday season.
Right, right. It's all about the tradition, getting people together.
Yeah.
All right. All right, thank you, Chef. Well, the Desert Carolers take us to break. When we come back, we're going to finish up the 5 o'clock half hour and tell you about the tree that we're going to be lighting here at 6 o'clock. So stick around. The KMIR News at 5 continues after the break.
Need a new water softener?
I'm on it.
Dude, don't do it yourself.
No?
No. Leave it to the experts. Just say, hey, Culligan man.
Get Culligan today. No payments, no interest for 6 months. Rent or buy. See CulliganIE.com.
When something's this easy, there's no reason to wait. I checked out a bunch of models, searched the inventory, even found the perfect offer. When you can find exactly what you want, when you want it, you go for it.
Now at the Why Wait sales event, get 0 APR for 60 months on a 2016 Corolla, or lease a Corolla S for an incredible $169 a month. Your SoCal Toyota dealer makes it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
This year, after the turkey, the football, and hosting the family, you deserve to do something fun for yourself. On November 27th, come win some holiday cash at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino with the $10,000 Black Friday giveaway. Win free Visa gift cards to buy holiday presents for your family and friends, or buy presents for yourself. The best kind of holiday shopping is spending someone else's money. You can do just that with the $10,000 Black Friday giveaway, only at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino.
For 30 years, Tessera has been builders of exceptional outdoor living. With award-winning designs and spectacular customer service, Tessera builds your dreams into reality. Relax floating in a sparkling pool, soak in a therapeutic hot spring spa, barbecue tasty ribs on a professional-grade grill, or make your backyard less water-dependent and more eco-friendly. Call our design experts today and begin building your beautiful outdoor dreamscape. For a free consultation, call 760-340-9000 or visit TesseraOutdoors.com.
It's Sit and Sleep's biggest Black Friday sale in our history with our longest free financing deal ever. 5 whole years. Finance luxury sets from Tempur-Pedic, iComfort, Beautyrest, Sealy, and Serta, and pay as little as $1.20 a day. Plus save up to 50% off America's favorite brands and get free local delivery. So get 5 years of interest-free financing during Sit and Sleep's biggest Black Friday sale ever. Sit and Sleep will beat anyone's advertised price, or your mattress is free!
Seriously?
Problem water. I'm on it. Get Culligan water. It's smart, affordable, and effortless.
Get Culligan for just $9.95 for the first 3 months. See CulliganIE.com.
Closed captioning brought to you by the Coachella Valley's #1 volume Nissan dealer, Palm Springs Nissan. Hurry in to get Black Friday pricing now.
Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock on our KMIR News November to Remember, we're going to light the 50-foot Christmas tree here at La Quinta Resort. Santa's going to stay with us. Desert Carolers are coming back. We're going to be roasting chestnuts and, of course, all the usual suspects. We're taking pictures. We're giving away stuff.
There's so much to do to stuff into 30 minutes, but you can bet we'll do it.
All right, we'll see you back here at 6 o'clock. Desert Carolers taking us home.
Yes.
Here he comes with his bag of toys, looking for all the good girls and boys. Santa's coming now.